Don't we always talk about people who love to eat? Whether it's people like Julia Child, who said, people who love to eat are always the best people. Or Jon Favreau, the director of the movie Chef, who said, I'll basically eat anything a chef puts in front of me. Or even our very own Indian celebrities like Deepika Padukone and Kriti Sanon, who go gaga over street food. But what about the people who make the food? What about their stories? For us, it might just boil down to 3 meals that we eat at regular intervals. But for the people who love to cook, have you ever wondered what their thought process behind their creation is? Even though the world is such a diverse place, filled with chaos and consists of people from all walks of life, each one still has that one interest that brings them peace and tranquility. And for these 3 people, it's food.
It started immediately after I was married when I was 17 and a half. And about a year later, I started cooking without a knowledge of cooking because I had never been into the kitchen till then. We had a cook at home, servants at home. I've never been. From might be by 18, I went into the kitchen. One by one, I started doing things from experience. My mother taught me some dishes. My mother-in-law taught me some dishes. Nothing was written down, just by practice we got.
I would say it started 1987 when I joined the catering college. When I joined, I wasn't even aware what exactly the hotel industry is. But then during my first and second year, the environment and the appeal of the kitchen and my professors brought me into the liking towards, the passion towards cooking. I would say it started in my early time in my college.
I started cooking when I was in school, and I was around 13 years old, and I started watching a lot of food television with, Jamie Oliver and Nigella Lawson, and that really inspired me to start cooking. So I started cooking at home at 13.
When I started cooking and when things came out well and people liked it, I thought I must do more of it. If anything comes out well and if we are appreciated, you feel like doing more of it. So when people started liking, I said I must do more of this.
So a lot of things are first time for me in the college. Massive kitchen, even the people interact. So everything was new to me. But what attracted me was the way the chef carried themselves, the pride, the command they had, the passion they involved with the food. I will start to read more about the food, then I really understand the chef culture. So how committed they are, how much they are into the job, and how much pride they have in the passion and towards the cuisine. So that attracted me.
I actually really enjoyed eating, so I figured that if I like to eat, then I'd like to feed myself what I like to eat. And so I looked at a lot of recipe books and all of that, and I started to cook for myself, and that's how I began to love food, was just to feed myself, honestly. My signature dish is actually fresh pasta. So the story behind it is that I genuinely love I enjoy eating Italian food. So it just again stemmed from me wanting to eat it, and I did not find a lot of fresh pasta done well in the city. So I started to make it, and my guests enjoyed it as well. So that was a bonus.
No, I won't exactly say a story, it's just an experience. I used to do the Vengai Sambar very regularly, grinding the ingredients. Then my sister told me there is another way you can do it. Without using the powder, you can do it another way. And she taught me that, and from that day I am doing her way of Vengai. It really comes out very well.
It's very difficult to pinpoint a dish. I would say in my career with Carnival, I had opportunity. I was lucky, I would say, to interact with a lot of Italians because the officers are Italian, the captain, staff captain, and so on, the deck officers, everybody was Italian. So we used to have a kitchen dedicated for them to cater them. Instead of saying a signature dish, I love Italian cuisine, I would say. There's a lot there.
Everything. They say, they usually say, the way to a man's heart is through food, through the stomach. I believe in that.
Food brings you to service. You service the guest. End of the day, it's not just the food you prepare, it's the experience what you're giving it to your guests. The overall experience with the food. It's a care, the commitment, respect. Combined care and respect, that what you show it to your food, you're showing it to your guests ultimately. So at the end of the meal, when the guests say, oh my God, it's a wonderful meal, thank you, chef, that sums everything.
When I think of food, I just think of a lot of people sitting around a table, eating, different kinds of food that are really colorful, plated well, very healthy, very tasty. So for me, food is like family, it's reunions, it's friends, it's just a lot of laughter, and that's what food is for me.
Her food is special because it's so good, you'd want to eat more. It's like the taste is amazing and she gives it with a smile. That's the best part.
At the end of the day,
we don't eat to live.
We live to eat.